the police came. She was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, I really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I put her in there.
Okay.
And brought her downstairs and put her on the porch.
Okay.
In this chilling police interview, you'll see Delontay Geiger arrogantly recount his twisted actions, admitting he beat the 60-year-old woman and forced you to write degrading messages labeling herself a snitch and a rat. He mocks the police for only checking the basement, clearly believing that he outsmarted them. What's more disturbing is his delusional confidence, begging for leniency because he claims he's been working for law enforcement, all while exuding smugness like he's in control. This is the moment where Geiger's mask starts to slip and his disturbing mindset is fully exposed.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of here with EMS. I'll call you and let you know what's going on.
Oh, yeah.
How are you? Good, good.
Is it stabbing?
Huh?
Stabbing?
No, she was crammed in a box.
Oh.
Please do the radio. If you have EMS coming here, disregard them. There's no cost for it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Copy, I'll disregard EMS.
Yeah, we were at the house earlier today.
Couldn't get out of the box. Somebody put her in the box.
Yeah. Bracy attempted. She was folded inside a tote that was like this big. We barely found her in there.
How did you guys, how did somebody put you on there?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we were getting calls, but this is going to be a big one.
Yeah.
Yep. Out on the porch. Left to die.
She said that she feels it over.
What's going on, gentlemen?
What's up, buddy?
Good, good. David 3-6 to a robust.
Sam 3-3.
Hey, am I good to go off? While I was waiting on results.
Affirmative.
Going off. First Sam 3-3.
I was gonna tell like one of the detectives I work for, but like we're fighting right now.
Okay.
And
And I did want to let you know, I'm going to have this recorded right now. I won't show your... Okay, I just wanted to get a statement and everything from you.
20 years, I know how it goes.
Okay. Alright. So, basically, starting off with, how did this all come apart where you stopped Officer Robles and talked to him?
He stopped me. And
Okay.
he goes, do you know anything? I was so glad he did. Because I really wanted to say anything because I literally just left the house and I was just like so mind blown. But he stopped me and he's like, no, do you know anything about, because I was with a girl named Rachel, who was a prostitute, and we were going to go upstairs and get high, and he stopped me and he goes, do you know anything about this house with the red steps? And she was standing there and she went to go walk away. I was like, I know everything. You know what I mean? Like, here's my number. I can't really talk to you right now. Gave him my phone number. Told him to call me about 20 minutes. And he did. And we met at St. Ignatius at 101st and Lorraine. West Warren and Lorraine. And he got in the back of the cruiser. And basically told him what my dope dealer said. He called, I woke up about 6 p.m. He kept calling me. He's like, I need you over here, You gotta clean something up for me. And I was like, what? You know, it's not unusual for me to clean his house and he gives me dope or cash. So I didn't make it till about 8 p.m. I get there at 8 p.m. And he's like, I said, stop fucking around. You didn't kill that girl. I'll see her tomorrow or whatever. He's like, no, Aaron, I really killed her. He's like, and then he started off saying that he paid Larry Smith, the detective, $5,000 to basically tell him what goes on in his house, who's snitching, and to sell his dope out of his house. And I guess Larry told him, because we had an incident about 5 days ago where I got pulled over on Clark when I was with the Trick, and he went to a dope boy's house. He got caught with crack. I got released. But there was another person named DJ that was in the car that we were hanging out with that left a phone and a debit card. So Bless kept calling me about that while I was asleep in the car. Finally, I woke up, we got busted by the narcotics agency or whatever, detectives. And he said, you're free to go after they search me and stuff. But I called Bless back and I was like, look, we just got ran down by the police. But I do have the cell phone and the debit card. I'll bring it to you, but I don't think it's a good idea. You know what I'm saying right now, maybe later. He's like, no, I need that debit card, I need that phone. I'm coming to get you. He picks me up at Family Dollar on Clark Avenue on West 65th and takes me back to his house. Well, he sees, which is the victim, walking on 95th. I don't know if she had called him before saying she wanted drugs. He waves her down, she goes, I get out of the car, she gets in the car, he immediately pulls out of his driveway to the stop sign. Same detectives ran about us. Well, not me, them. So he told me that,
This is like 5-6 days ago, you said? Okay.
Yes. And he told me he went to 2nd District and met up with Larry Smith, gave him the $5,000, and Larry told him he is the one that tried to set him up. So I was with him yesterday going to buy crack for Blessed. Blessed was with us. We couldn't get the crack. And me and Blessed got in an argument. We dropped him off. He said, no, you got to come with me. She's like, okay. She goes with him. And he then told me today, when I get over there at 8 o'clock, that he beat her up. Tied her up with zip ties and showed me pictures of her naked, zip ties in front of the fireplace. Told me he made her write 1,000 times with a pencil and a piece of paper that I am a snitch, I am a rat. He stabbed her in the right upper arm, beat her till her eyes were closed, and dragged her in the basement, where Katie today seen her in the basement and called the police. And that's when Blessed
Who's Katie?
Katie is a client of his, buys his dope.
Okay.
I guess she came over to buy drugs today and went to go, because we go smoke in Blessed basement. And I guess he told her not to go to the basement. He walked out of the room, she opened the basement door and see down in the basement. I guess went running out of the house, called the police. And the police came to Blessed house on 97th and said they were going to get a search warrant because he wouldn't let them search the property. Well, he supposedly called Larry Smith detective said he had a girl in the basement, he had a bunch of drugs, and an AK-47 in his house. What should he do? He didn't. Then the detective told him, supposedly, you know, just let the police search your basement, because that's all they would have searched, that's all they would have seen. It's so they don't get a search warrant, search the whole house. So he said he then took the body, because he told me he killed her by then, and put her upstairs in one of the bedrooms, let the officer look in the basement, and then they left. And he told me that, you know, basically he beat her, stabbed her, and for 3 hours, but he was keeping her alive by giving her crack cocaine. And I said, well, what'd you do to the body? He said, it's none of your fucking business. Then he started to tell me, you know, who my mother was, who my father was, you know, just things that nobody could have knew. You know, my father wasn't around, you know, when my grandmother died. And he would do the same fucking thing to me, but he knows I'll fight back. It'll just take him a little longer. Do you know what I'm saying? So that, I was scared, you know what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I just played it cool, stayed. He said, well, these are her clothes that were in the dining room, you know, by the black couch, which was a black pair of pants, white underwear, a pink hoodie, which he had stripped off of her.
So, I'm sorry, her clothes were a pink hoodie?
Black pants and a white underwear. Mm-hmm. He's like, here's this bitch's clothes, that's what I stripped her of.
And those were in the living room?
The dining room.
Dining room? Okay.
On a black couch by the kitchen.
Okay.
And he said he had his girlfriend beat her up too. They were both taking turns beating her up, and his girlfriend expressed she didn't want to do it. And he said, you don't have a fucking choice. You know what I mean? Like, and...
Do you know his girlfriend's name?
Her name's... Don't know her well. She's 25 years old. She drives a white Volkswagen.
Is she a white female, black female? Okay.
25, dark skin.
Small, heavy set?
Small, skinny,
okay.
about 5'6", maybe 120 pounds. You know, then he just kept expressing to me that he trusts me. I met his children. Don't fuck his life up, because if anybody finds out that he killed her, that he knows it would be me, and that he would come back and kill me. And he told me that he showed me the fireplace. He said, this is where I killed her. You know, I beat her to death, and rips the tile out from the fireplace. He's like, I know you used to do a lot of painting. I said, yeah, I painted whole houses like the outside like 20 years ago. And he told me, he's like, well, you're going to scrape all the rest of the tile up and you're going to paint it. I said, no, fucking right. He's like, you ain't got a fucking choice. Like, so he tried to get me to do it tonight, and I said, no, I'm too high, you know, whatever. I made excuses. I said, I'll do it tomorrow. He gave me some crack. I smoked the crack, and then I left.
Was there some type of blood or something that was on the tile?
I was trying to look. It looked like kind of traces of blood, like being to the side, but he scraped most of the tile out in front of the fire.
Okay.
So I believe she was dead. I did ask him, I'm like, let's let me go to the basement and smoke. He's like, you're not going in the basement. It was really weird, because he always says, that, you know, that's go to the basement and smoke. And, but, you know.
And you said he showed you photos and videos that he had?
Photos in his phone of her.
Do you know what type of phone he has? Or?
He has an Android phone with like a green case.
Okay.
And,
do you have the number for that by chance?
I absolutely do.
Is he the only one with his girlfriend that lives and stays in that house?
His girlfriend don't live there. It's just him.
But she'll stay there.
But he's out there all day. I'm wondering if the two gentlemen that were there today were helping. You know what I mean? Like.
Do you know who those
Yeah,
gentlemen?
Carl and Ali.
Okay. Is that just nicknames, or do you know if that's real names?
Carl lives in the Winton.
Carl lives in the Winton?
Yep, he's got schizophrenia. I got schizophrenia, but I ain't killing people.
Is he Carl a white guy, black guy?
That guy, he's pretty much gone. You know what I mean? Like,
How old is he?
50s? He was 50.
Okay, and does Ali live there too, or?
No, Ali's homeless, but Ali is known to carry weapons and be extremely violent. He's cool with me, you know. A lot of people don't fuck with me because I'll fight. You know, like they, you know, stand my ground. You know.
How old is Ali?
Ali's between 55 and 62, somewhere around that age.
62?
Yeah, around that. It was mind blowing, you know. Like I just thought she was dead. I'm so glad I told somebody because I wasn't going to tell the detectives for a couple days because I'm scared. You know what I mean? Like, he's threatening my life. He knows shit about my family that nobody could ever know.
It's a lot to come out of nowhere.
You know, and it just, like, why is this dude telling me? Like, I've worked for the police for 20 years. He said he did his homework on me. How did you not know? But see, Larry would cover up for me because Larry is best friends with my cousin. We grew up together. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. It's just all pretty sketchy. I hope.
And you're saying he's making accusations that he gave Larry
$5,000 yesterday, and he told him everything, and he found out yesterday that because he thought it was me trying to set him up, so he wouldn't talk to me for days. You know, and like he told me that he said it was Cece, and Larry did tell me that he made him believe that it was Cece instead of me. But I told Larry I don't want to set him up that way because he's got an AK and all that. So there's a different way. I don't want to do like a buy bust. I wanted to do like a house. So by the time you guys got him, he'd be in jail and I'd be safe.
Have you seen those types of guns or anything in the house?
Yes, I have seen AK.
Do you know where he like leaves them at, or does he
He's
hide
in
them
the
somewhere?
kitchen by the front door, or in his bedroom.
Okay.
Make sure he puts. Make sure he
Yeah, fire. And what he sells, like all types of drugs, or just
Crack.
Just crack?
Said he had a couple ounces in the house. He had the AK, and he told me. I asked him. I said, "Look, so if you killed her, where's the body?" He's like, "That's of your fucking business." You know, like what? None of it was my business. You know, like
obvious the clothing and stuff like that too, Malik.
216.
Whose number is this?
This is blessed. I have 2 phone numbers for him.
Okay.
Blessed. I don't know his real name. I met him 4 months ago. He's pretty fucking crazy, but you know, I mean, like, I stand my ground. You know, so they kind of like respect me. You know, I buy crap off him daily, so I make the most money with all the girls he sells. So.
What's that second number?
He's probably on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robles' number, Dan.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
So like, what condition? I mean, she was in bad condition. She
Hey,
might-
Sarge.
Yeah, so she is in I'll be 100% honest, real bad condition from what I know. I didn't see her, like, talk to her or anything like that, but from what I was told, she's in critical condition right now. She is still alive at the hospital, but at this moment she is in critical. So, but I mean, at this moment, obviously, she's alive because of you. So.
Sounds good. Perfect. Thanks, Sarge.
You know what? Everything happens for a reason, and this puts a whole perspective on life. I was just clean for 2.5 years, and after this, I'm going right back to rehab. Because that, by far, you know, I've been stabbed, I've been shot at, I've found people dead. I mean, I've been through hell out here, but that, by far, was the most, just, it's fucked up, you know, but I'm glad, like, them cops stopped me because I would have said something. She would have really died.
Yeah.
I thought she was dead, so, like, I was, like, all over the place. I didn't know what the fuck to do, you know, like, I was just like, do I tell, do I call the,
No, like you said, everything happens for a reason.
And me and her, we really don't get along that well, but I don't want anything ever to happen like to anybody. Okay, I'm sorry. The second number is 216.
And this is still for Bless, right?
People put people in your path for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So, that just gives me hope. We'll have a little bit more faith, you know.
Did you have Bless's girlfriend's name?
Cece.
You said Cece, yeah.
Okay.
So the car over there comes back to her, they said, so they do have her info already.
And he told me that she didn't want to do it, that she was like basically forced into it. She's not, she's a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, if anything, she'd probably be a witness, you know what I'm saying? Because he told her, she's like, I don't want to do that, you know, this is wrong. And so he told her she didn't have a fucking choice. Like, he was telling me about the thing, and he kept showing me the pictures. I'm like, I don't want to see pictures of this girl like this. Like, he's like, do you want to see her dead? And I was like, no, I don't want to see her dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, you know, where's the body? He's like, I'm not going to fucking tell you that. So it never once crossed my mind she was still in the house. Because I asked him, is she still in here? And he's like, no, she's not in here.
And then, do you have numbers for Ali and the other guy?
Carl and that one, I have one for Ali.
Okay.
I mean, he's been there all night, so he has to know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? He's been there since yesterday.
Okay. And you said he's homeless, but like he'll stay there.
He's pretty cutthroat motherfucker, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had something to do with it. I mean, you've been there all night. My number's always good, but
Okay.
like I said, I'm gonna make arrangements tomorrow. I don't know how quick I'll get to rehab, so I have to go to the mental institution first because I'm schizophrenic.
Okay.
But I'll give you my mom's number and address in case you just like take her home me in case you need me to be a witness, go to court.
Yeah, so I took a. Let me just make sure. I took a thing of what Robles had.
Because that could have been me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Because he thought he thought it was me.
Yeah.
That did that, and that's why I told Larry, you cannot do that. You can't, because he just busted me over there on Clark, and as soon as I wasn't even to the stop sign, he like runs up on him. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I got out of his car, so he's making it look like it's me, like they're burning.
It's
I'm saying,
very
like,
soft. It's good against
you
her,
can't do
but
that. That's why, you know.
what's your last name? Okay, and just to make sure, because my phone took a blurry photo of the information officer had. Your number's
3.
Okay. And then, do you know your social?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And then, are you staying anywhere right now?
I'm
Or
homeless, but like I said, I got a hold of director to get to rehab. So I'm gonna give you my mom's information.
Yep.
In case you need to be a witness or anything, just because I'm in rehab, I can still go.
Okay.
Because I will absolutely be a witness.
It'll probably be a little bit down the line, but this is probably definitely gonna need another visit with you.
What's your mom's name?
The director says she should give me in tomorrow or the next day. So,
And where's she stay?
do you want her address?
Sure, thank you.
Okay. And then, anything else that you can think of right now from any of this crap from tonight?
I'm just shocked. Like he even told me. Like I can't even believe it happened. But I'm just glad. Like God willing, she survives this. You know, she's an older lady. Just like he said, he was feeding her dope. Like it's made me sick to my stomach.
Yeah.
He was feeding her dope to keep her alive.
Okay. And then, obviously there is a lot of stuff that we have to do tonight, but like I said, he is arrested right now, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. But can I give you a ride somewhere right now to get you out at, like, the area for the night, or get you somewhere that's close by, or family, friends?
I'm okay. I don't have family like that. I'll be alright.
Okay, where do you need to go?
I'll be walk.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have a couple of weeks left.
Alright, here's my card right here. You said you have somewhere for rehab that you're gonna try to get into
Yeah,
tomorrow?
I'm going to Jean Marie House for now. So
Okay.
I got to go to a psychiatric ward. They have to give me my shot before I can get a minute. So she's trying to get me a psych ward tomorrow. And next day, I can't do something.
Okay. If something isn't working out well for you, try to get a hold of us, and we can try to work and try to help you out too, and get you somewhere
after
too.
this, yeah.
Okay.
I'm done. Well, I would say I'm done. It was good for 2 of years, but no.
Alright.
After this, though.
Alright, well, we appreciate your help, and then, I mean, obviously, like I said, your friend's still alive right now because of you. So.
Thank you guys. God bless you. Guys be safe. You have a good night.
Alright, you too. Have a good night. Complete. Jesus Christ.
Come in.
What's going on, Dalontay? I'm Detective Florence. This is my partner, Detective Costco, and my boss, Lieutenant's like, hey man,
It's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Oh no, I mean, we just want to talk to you, go over a couple things, and then just, obviously, well, let me, I'll start off real quick. I'm gonna just read you Miranda warnings and stuff. We'll go from there, but I want to give you a chance to talk and go from there, okay, man? So there's always a whole bunch, but right now you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say you can't able to be used against you in the law. You do have the right to attorney. If you cannot afford one, one can be presented to you during any time, during any questioning. Do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
Okay, that's just one of our papers for like your, just basic, like your driver's license stuff. Just want to make sure we had the right guy. But like I said, I'm Detective Lawrence. I'm with First District Detective Bureau. My partner, Detective Costco, and this is our boss, Lieutenant Psycho. So real quick, man, obviously we know some bad things did go down yesterday. Do want to give you a chance to go over.
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the 2nd District.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a week and a half now.
Okay.
About a week and a half. And I was stupid as fuck, but like I wasn't going to kill her though. I wasn't going to. I've been beating her, and you know what I'm saying. But I just can't have her
Oh, you fed her. Oh, my bad. Drop the charges.
out on this. I just because I'm working with Detective Smith, trying to get him 10 guns, 5 AKs, 4 Glocks, 3. That's supposed to be going into the valley like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him descriptions of ounces a day, but like I found out that this bitch is that, and you know what I'm saying. If I was,
You found out that what?
that the lady that what I was taking care of in my house is a rat, and if she was to get back out on the street, I would be exposed. You know, die, get killed. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm new to this shit. I understand I fucked up. I know I can't get out of this. This is bad. You know what I'm saying? I know what's going on. I know it's bad.
So the part where you're saying like you found out she's a rat, like walk me through that. What happened with that situation? Like how did you find out that she's snitched on you?
Well, the way it had happened for me coming in a confidential informant, you know what I mean, is how I found out. You know what I'm saying? I got jammed up, boom, 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 and she was the reason how it happened. Long story short, and I found out, did my homework, boom, 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 boom.
So when you're saying how you got like snatched up, like was it just like I saw the one thing there was like a traffic stop or something like a week ago or something. So was that how you got snatched up, or was it like a search warrant to your house? Or something?
No.
So
she set me up.
So you get pulled over, okay?
Yeah, like that. But I had nothing on me at the time.
Okay.
And I'm already off felony papers.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I had nothing on me, but I had a scale on me. You know what I'm saying? My passenger had like a gram of some crack. You feel me? But the detective, like, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the both of y'all's. Y'all both gonna go down. Listen, bro, I can't go to prison, bro. So right then and there, he put his number in my phone. You're working for me now.
Okay. And that was who? That was
Detective Larry Smith.
Okay.
2nd District.
Okay, so he puts number in your phone that day, and this was
I called him later on,
This
and
is
I was
about
like,
like a week ago. And
yeah, I've been working for him.
Alright.
He about to start giving me some money, so I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how it go, you feel me? But like, that shit, I'm sorry. I swear to God, I'm sorry that happened, you feel me? That shit happened at my house. I'm so sorry. But, no, I can't just take it back, you feel me? Can't just do that. You know what I mean? So, like, what's going on, though? Like, what am I looking at?
So that's what, again, we'll get to everything. It's just, I mean, I'm sure everything was a long process of everything, and I mean, I do want to go through like a few steps, so I do want to like hear how everything did transpire. But so I want to give you that time and talk to you on everything like that, just so we can figure all this shit out together, okay?
Yeah.
So again, about a week ago, traffic stop.
Yeah, I've been working for detective.
And how do you figure out that she rats on you, or how does that go down? Like, how did it come up? Was she with you during the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody left with her.
Okay, so this is you and her are in a car together.
Me, her, and one of my fiends.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all about nothing. I said I already work for you. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Who else was in the car?
My fiend, he got arrested. His name is Ronald King or something like that.
Ronald King?
Ronald King. Yeah, I need to put some money on this fucking books. Ronald King. He got arrested when the whole shit happened. So I was gonna go right back to prison.
So the three of you are in a car riding, traffic stop.
Detective told her, "Thank you, bye."
Okay.
Detective Smith said, "Thank you, bye." Keep on walking.
Okay. So did they like? So whatever.
I'm not stupid.
So whatever happened at that traffic stop, they talked to her. She said, "Thank you, bye," and then she goes.
And
She hits the road and goes.
She's been followed for the last 4 years.
Okay.
Type shit. And
I got you. So then you and your buddy, you two, was she in the back seat?
Yeah, she's in the back seat.
Okay,
she's in the back seat. I'm driving. He here. You know what I'm saying? I had some stuff on me. when I got pulled over, it should never happen how we got pulled over. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't leave my house ever. Like, you ask anybody, nobody sees me in the street. I left my house, and before I got 4 tires on the street, the police is hitting the block. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm swerving around up on the sidewalk trying to get around because I don't know what's going on. Guns in my face. Get out the car. Get out. What are you guys doing? Turn the car off. Empty out your pockets. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all tripping like y'all just fucked up. Like, what's going on? I had to steal them. Oh yeah, we can get you for this. And since that dope is right here, we're gonna get you for that, man. Listen, bro, I cannot go back to prison, bro. What do you need me to do?
Yeah.
What do you need me to do? So right then and there, he took my phone while I was in handcuffs, put the number in my phone. He told me to call me later on.
Okay.
That's what I did. I've been working for him.
Okay. So then that's a few days ago. Take me up to when you and come back into play.
She's always at my house smoking dope.
Okay.
Sometimes I take care of everybody on the streets, all the fiends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I said, I work for y'all. So, like, the fiends be coming to my house. And Smith knows that. You know what I'm saying? Because we trying to take down the city of Cleveland. You feel me? So, boom. Like, yeah. So, like, they come over there, they get fed, they stay the night. They eat, sleep, shit, wash up all day long. I swear for God. I swear for God. I swear for God. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just it. Yeah, I beat her up a little bit and I took care of her. Real spill.
Okay.
Beat her up and took care of her.
Did you just like see her on the street, or you call her up, say, hey?
Cece comes to my house.
Okay, so
they come to my house every 10 minutes, bro.
So when did she come to your house?
I don't, like, that's where they live at.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short.
All right.
That's ground zero for the crackheads.
So with everything with her yesterday and everything that transpired.
Oh, no, she had been at my house by like the day before.
Okay, so yesterday was Tuesday, so she probably got there like Monday or something.
Yeah, Monday she was kicking it, true, cool, calm, collective, hold up. You know what I'm saying? Eating, lying to me. Like, dude, you tripping, like, why do that? You know what I'm saying? So that's how that went down, bro. And I was like, I apologize, bro. I know I fucked up.
Okay.
But I just ain't trying to die out here in these streets fucking with y'all and fucking with these crackheads. Because this is serious. Niggas die. I keep on telling them, like, I need to talk to a corporal. Put me in a room by myself. Like, the way y'all play that, like, it was 50 cars in front of my house. I don't think the streets talk. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Like, so, like, I fucked up, bro. But, like, I'm new to this shit. And I feel like my life is in danger, bro. People have tried to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been shot in my ass, stabbed on me, my underarm, blood, all type of weird shit. This shit is crazy. And I felt like I was gonna die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I'm gonna kill the bitch. The bitch would have been dead. Long story short, if I wanted to kill her, she would have been dead.
So
facts.
So you're questioning her about it. She keeps lying, denying
Yeah,
everything going on.
I beat her up, I fed her, showered her, to all type of weird shit. Made sure she ate. But I just could not let her go back on the streets and tell everybody that I was working for y'all. I couldn't.
So what was going, when this is all going on, it's you, who else is all around during this time?
Nobody, bro. It ain't that type of party, bro. I ain't about to put her in my business, bro.
Okay, so it was just you two there the whole the 2 days together and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But people come in and dope and stuff like that.
Okay,
Don't nobody know what's going on.
So you're still serving and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When you okay, when she was there with you and stuff,
Yes.
was she just like you like kept her off in the basement?
Yeah, kept her off in the basement.
Bedroom or
Yeah,
something.
cool.
Okay, so she's up there doing all that crap. Would you mind walking me through again? I know it's a little tough right now and shit. It's bad time, but like everything that went through, like the time where you were together, like what happened during those days.
I just punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her,
Okay.
punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room, fed her, showered her, gave her some water, put a blanket over her. I'm just telling you the truth, bro.
No, that's fine.
Was I raping her? No.
Okay.
Was that what you about to ask me?
No,
I was about to ask me.
No, like were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs? Why the fuck would I do that?
Man. I didn't know.
Yeah, hell no.
Okay. All right. So at any point when was she asking to leave, different things like that?
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop, I won't do it again. I'll never tell, Blast, please, I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's a code in the streets. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, you know, I got 4 beautiful kids.
Okay. So during this time when the traffic stop occurs and she goes on her way, was there anybody that ever said, like, besides, like, if she was doing anything that, like, yeah, she told me
No.
that?
No, I thought it was somebody else until I did my homework.
Okay. So this is all you transpiring, doing everything, doing all your own stuff in your head and like, hey.
Listen to the detectives as we all got out the car. The detectives like, yeah, you can go. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Bitch, you ain't even get searched. It's crap about $200 worth of dope in the car and scale, and you didn't even get searched.
Yeah.
No. Bitch, get your bag. You're forgetting your bag.
They're helping her out. When you got to the cuffs.
Don't forget your bag. Go ahead, go. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, cool. For sure. We keep on selling drugs. We catch up to that later on.
Okay.
I'm just being honest with you. Honestly gets you further than where I'm at right now.
And I appreciate that. And I'm being truthful with you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie or bullshit you. So if you keep it 100, I'm gonna keep it 100.
Ain't gonna be nothing less than that.
I appreciate it, man. So when cops didn't show up the first time yesterday with you and stuff like that, they
actually checked the basement.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the basement. She was upstairs laying down in the bed.
So
they only went down in the basement.
So let me ask you, because there was a moment in time, I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it or anything. So there was a moment to where, like, you were still inside the house for a little bit. Did you have to call anybody to ask if you should let the cops in or anything like that?
My detective.
Okay, so you called.
Yeah, Detective Smith.
And
don't get him in trouble, bro.
No, and that's what we're trying to make sure to keep him like out of everything right now. So we want to make sure there wasn't nothing dirty or anything on it. So
no, he ain't got nothing. I just called him to let him know what was going. I'm supposed to let him know what was going.
He was 100% like, hey, let them in.
Yes, that's why they came back. Yes, he was. Bro, you gotta let him in.
So at that point, was she in the basement? And then did you like put her up in the bedroom or anything like that? Okay, so she was in the basement before you let the police in?
No, she was in like in the bedroom upstairs.
Okay, so
police in. But no, he wasn't trying to. He ain't trying to fuck up his. Like, he just told me. I called him. I'm like, bro. I'm like, bro, you can't be doing this. He didn't even know what was going on for real.
Okay.
I called him. I'm like, bro, like, what you got going on? He's like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, you got police officers outside my house. You can't let this happen. He like, well, what's going on? I'm like, man, they want to come in. They talking about there's a body inside the house. He like, dude, just let him in the house. There's nobody in the house. All right, bro, I'm gonna call you fucking back, bro.
Okay.
So call them back. They only wanted to search one room. They searched that one room. She wasn't there and they left.
Okay.
Stupid them.
All right. So.
Right?
You ain't wrong there. Stupid them. Search one room and leave. No, it should have been a full home search, just like they did when they went back.
You should search the whole fucking house.
Yeah.
We found somebody's in the basement. Okay, come on in. Check down in the basement. Nobody's there. See you later, sir. Shitty job. Y'all supposed to open up the tables, open up the refrigerator? That's a horrible job on y'all part. Horrible job on y'all part. I'll be the first to say it. I fucking came in the basement the first time, checked, 3 of them, pull up, walk right out. Oh, y'all sweet. I'm just being honest. That's all they checked was the basement the first time. Didn't check this.
So the second time when they came back and stuff like that.
And they only found her because she was making noise.
Is that when you, look, I mean, were you just scared and that's where you put her in the box and you're like, I mean, okay, so you were just trying to conceal her.
And they almost went to the whole house and didn't find her though. That's crazy.
He hadn't even with this guy. He actually thinks he works for the police department. He thinks he somehow has special privileges because he's an informant. An informant is a criminal who tells on other criminals in order to get a lesser sentence, and you don't get to practically murder somebody.
So after all of that was going on.
I'm crazy to you?
No.
Alright.
After all that shit was going on, what was your intentions with her?
I told you already, bruh. I just couldn't let her go nowhere. She was gonna go home, bruh. She wasn't gonna go home in Cleveland. Let's go drop her ass off in Akron somewhere or something like that. She couldn't be out here.
Is that where she's from?
I don't know where the bitch. I'm just saying she wasn't gonna be in this area. Like I couldn't have her.
Just so to keep your.
Yeah, I'm not no killer, but I got 4 kids, bruh. 4 babies and shit like that, man. If the bitch was gonna be dead, the bitch would have been dead in the lake by now. Y'all would have never found her. Real spill. I had more than enough time to do them. They came at 9 o'clock in the morning, didn't show back up until midnight. The bitch could have been gone.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Type shit. Could have loaded her up in my dump truck and went to Rumpke and dumped her in a dumpster. Like, I'm just trying to be honest with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I could have did that. And whose fault would that have been? The police department's, right?
I mean, it would have been a part of
right?
Yeah.
But if
It would have been my fault. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but when the first time they showed up, if they had gone upstairs,
They would have found her.
and she would have been,
Okay, they would have found her.
and she would have been just laying on the bed, or
Yeah.
okay.
They would have found her.
Okay. Was that when you did have her put in the box? Is when they came back the second time?
That night.
I mean, you knew shit was going on at that point.
Yeah, and I almost got away with it. Like, almost like, dude, if she wasn't making noise.
Sounds like the Scooby-Doo part right there. I almost got away with it.
No, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, bro. I ain't no bullshit.
No, I get you.
I'm not trying to brag or nothing like that neither to you, bro. This is serious.
Yeah.
But y'all need to do a better job.
I agree.
I'll be the one to tell y'all that. I'll be the one to get fucked in the ass by y'all too. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I 100% agree with you, sir.
That's all you gonna get is 100% respect out of me, brother. Flat out, tell the police officers to do a better job when something coming up like this. Facts. Tell them to search every fucking thing. Okay? Please do that for me. Because people, lives are serious. And like, they did that, like, what? I had that bitch for 24 hours before like they actually got her. That's not cool. At all. You got a sergeant out there searching, the senior officer out there searching, y'all missed everything.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll let them know.
Please.
Yeah.
So one of the things too that obviously, like something like this goes down, we look to see if we have your phone that was in the house. That
I need that. I ain't got
okay.
No phones.
All right. So yours is the red Apple iPhone with the green case, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things to do, it makes the process go by quicker.
You need to go to my phone type
Would
shit.
you mind if we read off consent to search phone, and that way we can go like check, see if there's anything that is needed with it or anything?
I don't
and then that
care.
way it's
I work for you guys already.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
So
If I get some numbers on my phone or something like that,
So I don't have it with me, but I can bring stuff back and bring it down with me.
So what's gonna happen though? Do I get a bond?
So that's where we'll have you go see the judge it probably won't be tomorrow morning. I think it'll be the day after, just to be honest with you.
Which is Friday?
Friday.
Yeah, Friday. You'll see the judge, and that's where they'll set the bond, and they'll go from
Why
there.
so long? 'Cause I only got 34 to 36 hours.
Just because with everything, how
Well, I
late
mean, it's late. It
was
wasn't
last
you got
night,
arrested.
I wanted to we weren't able to interview or talk with you last night, so that's why I want to make sure that we are doing the proper things, and you're being cooperative with us.
Y'all ain't about to get nothing. I need to be back on the streets.
And that's
Like
what
the judge cannot hold me.
Yeah,
You understand? Like they cannot hold me.
And
Like,
that- and
and
that's
I'm gonna tell Detective Smith, like, I need a bond. Like, you cannot let the judge hold me. I don't care what happens. I have to get out. I'll pay the bond.
Yeah, and that's
just set it up like that to where I can get a bond.
Okay, and unfortunately, like I said, the shit that just was wrong last night was how late it was in the early morning.
Yeah.
So you didn't come down until about 1 o'clock.
Man, y'all gonna see, if y'all go on my phone, y'all gonna see me talking to Detective Smith, y'all gonna see me talking to drug dealers, y'all gonna see me talking about guns, and y'all gonna see pictures of her tied up not tied up, but y'all gonna see 2 pictures sitting in my fireplace, writing down on a piece of paper, I am a rat, I am a snitch, I am a rat, and I'm a snitch.
Okay.
That's it. Those are 2 pictures y'all gonna see in there.
Okay.
Watch what I tell you. You're gonna be like, this fucking guy is crazy. I've never had anybody tell me the truth.
So she was sitting there or something, and you had it
She's
right.
right. Yeah, I'm a rat, I'm a snitch, I'm a rat, I'm a snitch, I'm a rat, I'm a snitch. Shit. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Shit, this shit is for real. I'm trying to go home. I'm trying to live. And this shit will get you killed if the streets find out.
If you blow your cover, then
I can't be in here.
You're fucked out there.
Yeah, type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
I know it was wrong. I know I'm gonna get some consequences for this. I know there will be consequences for this, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, all actions that we do sometimes when it's stuff like this, they do have consequences.
What's I'm looking at?
So, unfortunately, right now, that's not where, that'll be what the judge says right now. So, I mean, she does have a little bit of some injuries.
Who's the judge?
We don't even have it yet. So the paperwork will go through, I'll send it through tomorrow. I gotta go see the prosecutor and send it off. They'll set it up, so it's just the judge and arraignment on Friday morning. So that's where you'll get your chance to plead, at that point, guilty, not guilty, no contest, and the judge will set the bond at that point and go from there with you, okay?
I probably won't get no bond, huh?
No, you'll get a bond.
Everybody gets a bond.
Yeah.
So right now it's probably
we don't know what the amount will be.
So as of right now, it's for the felonious assaults. What I've seen in the past about year and a half, 2 years, all felonious assaults have ranged from about 25,000 to about 50,000.
What level degree is a felonious assault?
Felonious assault's felony 2.
Okay.
So, and with all of that, obviously,
That's all I'm facing?
well, it's felonious. That's where the prosecutors. I've got to explain the stuff to them, go from them, and that's why I like talking to you and getting your statement, so that way I can go explain, hey, everything like this. Obviously, there was no, you weren't trying to kill her. Just it was like, hey, this bitch just, I'm gonna tell her to go live down there at this point.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm looking at felonious assault for sure.
So,
Probably
felonious assault
kidnapping.
for sure. Kidnapping, it's a little different how they do charge kidnapping and stuff like that. So I don't want to say yes, I don't want to say no or anything at that point. But at the moment,
Felonious assault for sure.
Yes.
I got enough money to pay up.
Okay. All right. So what I'm gonna have my partner, Detective Cross, go do real quick. He's just gonna read this off. That's a consent to search for your phone. Okay.
All right. So,
Let me just sign it, bro.
okay, well,
So I wanna make sure
we'll
that
read
you
through it.
understand, too.
But if you want to go,
So this is
print your name here.
Yeah.
You want to start with that?
When y'all go, because like, so when y'all get done, can you please come back in so I can get some numbers out that motherfucker?
Yeah, well,
Please.
I'll get you some numbers. Whose numbers do you need?
I need, D.T. Smith.
Okay.
I'll write it down.
So before we go, I'll get the names of people that we need out of here and make sure that you can get the numbers faster, okay?
So,
He's
I'm just going to read through it just so you know.
understand, okay?
So, here's your name. You've been informed of your constitutional rights not to have a search made on my cellular phone device herein.
What if I don't give it to you guys? I'm just asking. What happens if I don't?
If you don't, there's gonna be a search warrant that's done on your phone.
So that's what we're about to talk about. After mentioned, without a search warrant being obtained, I've also been advised that I do not have to consent to this warrantless search unless I wish to do so.
Initial.
Yeah, if you want to initial there, if you agree with that. Having been advised that I don't have to consent to a warrantless search, I hereby authorize and give my consent to Detective Florence and Detective Costco, that's me, who have identified themselves as Cleveland police officers, assigned to the 1st District BCRT, to conduct a complete search at this time of my cellular phone device under my lawful control and describe that as Apple iPhone with a green case. In addition, I hereby authorize and give my consent to the above named detectives to obtain and remove from the search cellular phone device any images, videos, text, contact lists, recent calls that may be used in connection with a legitimate law enforcement purpose. If you agree with that, you can initial here. Hereby state and certify this consent to search.
Today's Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be Thursday.
Today's Wednesday. Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So I hereby state and certify that this consent to search is being given to me to the above named detectives knowingly, voluntarily, and without having received any threats, promises, or duress of any kind. If you agree with that, you want to initial here. And then there's going to be a signature. I think it's right there. Okay.
Man, dude.
And then with the phone, is there a passcode or anything on the phone?
Yeah, man. 0128
0128
92.
0128. Sign this thing.
I ain't made no phone call. I ain't let nigga make no phone call or nothing, bro.
No?
No, I ain't got nothing.
They haven't let you make a call from here, though.
I mean, I begged to do that, but I don't have no phone. When I first came here, they took me a day to make a phone.
Okay.
They didn't was like, here, you need a phone call?
Yeah.
I get posted.
Yeah, Dalontay, I just have a couple quick questions. So, when was the first time you met Detective Smith?
During the traffic stuff.
Okay, so that was the first time you met him. Do you know him as anything else? Do you have any other nicknames or anything you call him by? No? Okay. So that was the first time you ever met him. Were you actually signed up as a confidential informant?
My nigga, I sat down and signed papers.
Okay, so you...
Initial, I know what's going on. Yeah. I sat down, signed papers, all type of shit. Yep.
Have you received any like compensation or money yet for doing that? Okay.
Yeah, I know what a confidential informant is. I sat down there and filled out 3 pieces.
Have you
That's how I go, right?
Yeah.
This guy is acting like he is so clever and that he's getting the police convinced that he needs to go free and that they can set him free because he works with them. You don't work with them. You're not law enforcement. But he's not bright enough to realize that it's the police that are outsmarting him and they're clever and saying, oh, well, we're going to bring this over to the prosecutor and we're just going to say, you didn't try to kill her.
What is super crazy about this is he made her write 1,000 times, I am a rat, I am a snitch. I am a rat, I am a snitch, because he thought she snitched on him. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't, but he's, in the same breath, admitting he himself is a snitch. So, should he be beaten and stopped in a 3x3 bin? I say yes.
Yeah. Have you given Detective Smith any money?
Not yet. We was about to make a bust on 10 guns going to the valley.
Did he ever request any money from you? Like,
no, he don't need no. He just need people. I know it. Nigga, we was about to, what was it, 2 AKs, Mac with a silencer, 4 blocks, and I was about to intercept them before they got to the valley. You know what I'm saying? I got the plug on the drugs arms for Cleveland. I got the plug on the motherfuckers who bring 19 keys once a week to Cleveland, Ohio from Detroit. I can't let this bitch blow my cover. I don't know what y'all gonna do. If y'all want that, y'all better make this shit happen. Y'all better figure this out for me. That's all I gotta say. Because people's dying on the streets, guns is being put on the streets, and I'm the only person that's willing to help that. Facts. So help me help y'all. I know what I did was wrong, but please don't make it to the point where I got a holder on me. I'm already on probation, so you know what I'm saying, the judge can't put a holder on me. But I want to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually grew up doing the right thing. I was adopted. You know what I'm saying?
What was that? Out of nowhere, in the middle of his little spiel, I'm adopted. There's plenty of people adopted. They don't all turn out to be criminals.
Went the wrong way. That part of my life, and had to go to prison for it. And I'm trying to do the right things now. So like, help me help y'all. You know what I'm saying? Please help me help y'all, because I want to do the right things. I want the guns off the streets, the drugs off the streets, and then leave Cleveland, Ohio. That's what I told him I was gonna do. Get me off papers. I'm gonna get you all the bad guys you need. Get me off papers, and I'm gone. That's how that's gonna work, man. That's what we got going on. I'm getting. If y'all know who that is, you know who that is?
I don't.
And guns. Like, I can't be in here if y'all want that.
So when you typically communicate with Detective Smith, he put your number in his phone.
No, he put his number in my phone and told me to call him later on.
So how many times have you communicated with him since you met him?
I have to talk to him every day.
Okay, so you've talked to him every day since the day of the
I tell him when I'm about to buy an ounce.
Okay.
I tell him, if somebody tells me like, dude, I got 10 guns coming. Hey, DT, I just got to play on 10 guns. That's about to be in this bitch, blase skip, blase skip, blase skip.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? DT, run this license plate.
Who's DT?
Detective Smith.
Okay.
That's what I call him.
That's you call him DT.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to see a whole bunch of shit. I'm not playing with you. You're going to see shit. His name is DT Smith on my phone. Guns. You're going to see me sending them addresses. You're going to see me sending them license plates. I ain't going to lie to you.
And are you texting him this?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to see all that, but I can't be here, bro.
Did Detective Smith give you anyone's names concerning any matters that are going on?
Yeah, I'm tied in. I'm trying to tell you all that. I'm tied in. He wants me to. He'll send me a name, and I'll come back and like, yeah, here you go. I'm tied in. I know everybody. I used to. I'm a businessman first. To be honest with you guys, I have 4 businesses: mobile detailing, remodel houses, I detail for the enterprise and shit like that. But bitch, Smith just called me up at the right time. Now I'm working for y'all.
Yeah.
You feel me?
No, yeah,
I'm supposed to be booking a $20,000 job for my investor out in Euclid. You know what I'm saying? Like I got caught at a bad place at a bad time.
So
DT Smith did a good job.
So in reference to that, though, the traffic stop. So is that who's in the car? Is that her name? So did Detective Smith tell you anything concerning CC after he signed you up as an informant?
Nope.
No. Okay. When you talked to him on the phone yesterday, can you just kind of run through that conversation of how that transpired and what?
Yeah, because anytime police pull up at my house, I let him know, like, bro, like, this can't, like, it's too many cops out here, bro. Like, that's hot. Like, police can't keep on pulling up to my house and then I don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
I can't keep doing it. You can't just pull up to my house 5 cars deep and all of a sudden I don't get arrested. It's not.
No, I get it.
That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So I
So
tell
you
him,
call him and tell him that.
yeah, bro, I'm not no bullshitter, bro. Like, I'm working for y'all. I have to. Like, yo, DT, like, there's cops all over the place. What's going on? I don't know. You need to call the police and find out. So that's what we do. Calls me back in 5 minutes. Bro, they say you got a body in the basement. Do you? No, I ain't got no fucking body in the basement, bro. What are you talking about? Why would you say that? Well, that's what they saying. Let them in. Let them check the basement. They only want to check the basement. Okay. 5 minutes later, I moved the body. Let the cops in. They checked the basement. They went home. Like stupid people. Bad. That was terrible. You know, I'm not trying to talk about y'all, but yeah, like, for real. So that's what happened. He didn't know nothing about it. I lied to my detective the whole time.
You lied to who?
My detective about the body being in my house.
So you did not tell him when he called you and said, "Hey, they're there."
I didn't tell him. He asked me, "So do you have a body in the house?" I told him no.
Okay.
No, dude. Fuck no. You know what I'm saying?
So then at that point he told you just to let them in if they want to check the basement.
Yeah.
This guy is like, I called my detective and he's like, they say you have a body in the basement. I'm like, I don't have a body in the basement. Well, guy, you had a body in the basement. So now you think being a confidential informant means you can lie to the detective who you're an informant on that you're not informing him of accurate criminal activity, which is your own.
He said they're not gonna. He said case like a matter like this, they're not going anywhere until you let them in the house and check the basement. If you don't, they're just gonna come back with a search warrant and check it anyways. I said, all right, bag. 5 minutes. Tell them to come in 5 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to put her upstairs in the bed. And 2 minutes to let them in the house, and 1 minute for them to not do their job and go home. A missing body.
Did I just say this guy correctly? He's basically bragging that the police didn't find her in the basement and that it only really took him 2 minutes to move her to the bed. And it's like, but now let me give you a little piece of advice. Take it seriously. That's all I'm asking for. Next time, take it seriously. He has no shame.
Pretty serious.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
All right, well, next time take it serious. That's all I ask.
Yeah, and we'll relay that message because again, we're more of the investigative aspect after the fact than the real guys. So if in your phone, is there going to be any communications between you and Detective Smith concerning any compensation for money back and forth?
No. Not I done told him I need a couple dollars so I can. I done told him I need like $300 so I can like actually make a controlled buy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we actually sat down. We finally actually sat down a couple of days ago before I could sign my paperwork. And then like the next day he supposed to give me some track money to make a controlled buy. You know what I'm saying? We about to make a controlled buy. That's what we about to do. We're about to start making controlled buys and we about to start getting some guns, getting some drugs. That's what I'm ready. I'm excited about it. For real, I like this shit. I see it on TV, I'm excited. I'm so slick. I'm slicker than deer shit. Y'all, man, I almost got away. Y'all motherfuckers, them cops horrible, boy. I'm slick, boy. And I ain't trying to brag nor boast. Not trying to brag nor boast, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna help y'all out. Flat out, but I can't sit in this one. I can get keys and keys and keys and keys and guns and guns. You're gonna see it in my phone. I know everybody big. I just want to help. I know I'm in trouble right now. With this can get handled after I make those busts for y'all. You know what I'm saying? The judge will understand that. She should understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right. So like, I need to go home.
Sure, the judge will understand. You can go out and commit whatever crime you want against whoever you want, as long as you help them with a bust, which you're not the only one out there that's a criminal that can become an informant. You need to go to jail for the crimes you commit.
Understandable? Yes, sir.
So when did you from the basement to upstairs again? Kind of just walk me through that again.
The first time the cops came over and said they needed to check the basement, bro.
Okay. So was that after you talked to Detective Smith or before?
After.
Okay.
Because I didn't know what was going on.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what was going on.
But you did not tell Detective Smith that he was in that house.
Why the fuck would I do that, bro?
I'm just asking. I just
No,
have to ask
sorry.
the question.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No, that's all right, man. I get it. Listen, I get it. I just have to ask the questions.
I respect that.
Is there anything else you think that I need or the detective need to know in regards to your relationship with Detective Smith?
Y'all know how Poe go. We ain't got no other relationship than that. We don't go out barbecuing or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Have you heard of him before the traffic stop? Have you ever heard anything?
Never heard of him, but I've done my homework on him.
Okay. And what do you mean by that?
I looked him up. I talked to the streets about him. I know about this. I know about everything about Detective Smith. I did my homework just like y'all do your homework.
And when you say
Is there anything wrong with that?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It seems like you know your stuff, and if you did your homework, you said you did your homework. So I'm just asking, what did the streets say?
The streets say that there's one female on the streets that feels like she's untouchable because 20 years ago Detective Smith did something and somebody got pictures on Detective Smith.
What kind of pictures?
Stepping outside his marriage.
Okay. And what do you mean by a female? Like who would that?
Why would I tell you that?
I'm just asking, man. I have
You gotta help me before I help you.
Yeah.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that.
All right.
Come on now. But yeah, that's just. I'm not gonna use that against him, man. No.
Yeah.
I was gonna actually tell him that and see what he wanted to do with that. I found that out yesterday.
And who would do you know that female's name or nickname?
Yes. I'm not gonna tell you that until I get free, so don't do that. We're not gonna do that. Yeah. I need to talk to him and let him know that. Yeah, people are like.
But you know who that female is that has.
I sure fucking do, bro. And I sell her dope. I sure fucking do.
And without getting into that, specifically the pictures are of him stepping outside of his marriage?
Yeah.
And who would that have been with? You don't have to give me a name.
My fiend.
Okay. Alright.
So 20 years ago.
So your fiend 20 years ago.
Yeah, he used to be all over and shit, at the bars and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy
world. But no, I'm gonna tell you about that though. I'm gonna tell him that I heard that about him. I just heard it about him.
Yeah.
And shit.
How long ago did you hear that?
Yesterday.
Okay.
The day I got locked.
Yeah.
The day I got locked up. I heard that about him and shit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My fiend came to me like, oh yeah, he will never fucking mess with me. I'm like, damn, why you said that? Because 20 years ago I got pictures of him kissing all over me and doing this all over me in the bar. And I swear to God, I'll take that to his wife, and I told him that I'll take it to his wife if he ever try to fuck with me again. I believe her. The bitch ain't never lied to me. But I'm gonna tell DT Smith that. I actually like DT Smith. I'm gonna tell DT Smith like, yeah, such and such got photos. She say she got photos and this and proof of that of you fucking on her, like fucking with her and shit. And you got a wife.
This guy must think that the police are like Hollywood movies or something. Because he's like, I want to have a job with you guys. Like, I don't want this to be my job. Like, you can't even go to the police academy, dude, because you could not be a cop. You would never be able to be a cop because you're a criminal. They don't take criminals. And he also keeps admitting that, he's doing drugs or selling drugs. You can't do that. He thinks that being an informant gives him permission to commit crimes and sell drugs. And apparently now to torture women and put them in a container. This guy is delusional. And I think he thinks that the cops are corrupt. And who cares about this other cop that maybe cheated on his wife like 20 years ago? I mean, my God, she probably doesn't even care now. Or are the police questioning so much about him because they are suspecting him of being corrupt? I have no idea. That is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with that.
How do you know that? Listen, bro, the streets talk, bro, but I like it. I like doing this. I want this to be my job, working with y'all. You know what I'm saying? If that's cool. You feel me? But we gotta do something about this legitimately. I know I fucked up, but.
Okay.
This is probably the weirdest interview I have ever listened to. And I don't mean interview as far as police interrogation. I mean interview for a job. He literally thinks he can get off of what he did to this woman because he's gonna help sell guns and drugs. Come on now.
Yeah, so the first time the police came, you said you moved her upstairs, right? And then she was upstairs. Obviously, the second time the police came, she was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, they really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I put her in there.
Okay.
And brought her downstairs and put her on the porch.
Okay.
Anything else?
Why'd you have the music going so loud?
Just in case if she made noise, they wouldn't hear her.
So, was the music going the first time the cops were there?
Music plays hard.
Okay. So you had her up in the. Was she in the box already upstairs? Or no?
Well, she was on the porch, so I really wanted to search.
No, I'm saying the first time when they checked the basement.
No, bro, she was never in no fucking box, bro. She's always been taken care of.
Was she in that bedroom with like the actual mattress and the air mattress and had a little heater? Or did it have something else in there? Like they said.
No, she was in my attic. She was sleeping in my attic. There's an air mattress up there.
Oh, okay.
People were sleeping all type of. The house is huge.
Yeah.
I let people sleep in there. My wife's cool with it. I get their money. Everybody brings me $200, $300 a day.
And just they stay and
yeah, they shower. You guys can do what you want to. If my wife's not home, as soon as she get home, go home. Get the fuck out of my house. So it's like a home. It's like I'm in.
Just come and go.
Yeah, come and go. Let me sell my drugs. Work for the police. Blah, spit. But they all live here. I swear to God.
The only other thing I just thought of, the AK that was in there, is that you?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay.
No, never mind. It's not.
No? Okay. Whose is that then?
Boogeyman's.
Boogeyman's?
Can't be mine. I can't take that.
Okay.
Did anyone leave your house during like the window of time between the police were there and you were essentially arrested? Was that
Ali.
Who's that?
Ali. The police let Ali out the house.
Okay.
My uncle.
Ali.
Might have been his. Could have been his. Man.
Ali, you said he's your uncle?
Yeah. So
where'd he go? Did he just?
He's a fiend.
Did he realize police were there?
Yeah, I told him to leave.
Yeah.
He stayed there too, or
everybody stays there. All them streetwalkers you see, they come over and sleep for a couple hours and go back out there and sell pussy and smoke dope. That's how it goes, man. I tell Detective Smith I'm trying to leave him, man. That's how it goes. I don't know if anybody ever been in his house with y'all, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes.
Alright, well, I think I'm pretty much good right now.
What y'all gonna do with the gun?
Well, right now it is, I'll be honest, it is being held right now for a little bit. And then, once everything's settled up.
It's actually supposed to go to DT Smith.
Okay. Why is that?
Because I got it off the streets. It's off the streets.
Okay.
You want some proof?
How long have you had it for?
Don't worry about it. Y'all want some proof? I'll show you how I can work and get y'all some shit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's fucking go then. Let's fucking go then.
Okay.
2 days before that, you're going to see me telling him that I can get you K's, and I can get you Glocks, and I can get you this, and I can get you that. You know what I'm saying?
And what's he doing for you for this besides
Getting me off of probation and out of Cleveland, Ohio, and that's all I need. There you go, bruh. Like, I'm not playing with y'all.
So he's letting you work off the case and...
Yeah, I just got to report to him. I just can't be out here stupid as fuck, breaking laws. I know it's against the law to sell drugs, but I got to do that to do this. He already told me there's no free pass on what you're doing. I know that, but I'm not going to be stupid with what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I know that. But yeah, I got to do, y'all know I got to do this, to do that, to work with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to do illegal shit to be an informant.
To be in the game?
Yeah, I have to sell drugs. I probably got dope in my system. Fucking with y'all. Don't you think? Yeah, so like, okay. Yeah.
Dalontay, last thing I got.
What's up?
There's been, you have not given any police officer any money or cash for any kind of information, or have you?
Never. What do you mean?
I just had to ask that question. I just want to make sure that there's nothing going back and forth between, like, if you haven't been signed up as a CI yet.
Oh no, I am a CI, bro. I know the process of being a CI. I know that up until like I know how that go now. I'm a CI, bro. I signed my paperwork.
And this is the first time you ever been a CI?
Yes.
Okay.
I signed my paperwork. It was like 4 or 5 pages, initials. My name is Slick.
This guy really thinks he's slick. I guess he doesn't think that the police are onto him. Like, oh, okay, sure. Yeah, we'll talk to the judge. We'll tell them that, no, you're allowed to torture one. You're allowed to throw them in crates because you don't want to have drugs on the street, but you're selling them, so that's going on the street. And you don't want guns on the street. But I guess you just want whatever crime that you're allowed to do on the street.
So I got an ODD number type shit. How would I know about all that? You know,
so that's the name Detective Smith gave you, Slick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got ODD number, I got all type of shit, bro. I should know nothing about that. Yeah, I'm a confidential informant, bro.
Okay.
Thanks.
Alright, well, let us get our stuff going, and I'll try to put it in quick for you, man. That way you can go see the judge, get your bond, and go from there and do all that stuff, and figure out, like, how to get your shit going back straight, okay?
Are y'all gonna try to help me or not?
Well, like I said, it'll go from there. once you see the judge and like the case starts moving forward.
No, but you guys have to talk to the judge though and let her know that I am a confidential informant and that like I am working with the police. Like I understand I'm in trouble, but what I need you guys to do is like,
well, I'll put in the paperwork to let them know for.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I like doing my job. I like my job, and like I don't want guns on the streets. And I don't want drugs on the streets, and I can't do that if I'm in here.
He doesn't want guns on the street, and he doesn't want drugs on the street, but he's literally selling drugs, allowing fiends to stay in his house and get high, and buying and selling weapons.
We can handle this shit. Just let the judge know we can handle this shit later on, or while I'm out on the streets. I ain't going nowhere. Fuck it. I can't go nowhere. I gotta see my PO every week. I gotta drop every week. I just want to go back to work.
Do you know? Well, okay. We'll help out with that. Do you know who your PO is, or
Leslie Savota?
Okay. All right. We'll reach out and make sure that everything's straight. No.
Nah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, she already know I'm working for the police anyways.
Okay. Good
but
shit.
You know, I'm just not. I don't want. Just make sure I don't get a fucking holder. You know what I'm saying? Detective Smith will buy me out. Believe it or not, if I get a bond, he'll come buy me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just need a bond. And DT Smith will come buy me out, and I'm gonna go right back to work. That's how that's gonna go.
Okay. All right. Any other questions for us, man? Are you straight?
All those numbers.
Yeah, who do you need? Yeah. Oh, shit. Yes. So you said Detective Smith.
DT Smith. It's a contact in my phone name. Everything. That's my wife. Everything with a smiley face.
What's her real name? So if we call,
CC.
So that way, if we call, we don't. Hey, is everything there?
CC.
CC. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then my brother Denny. And that's it, bro.
Okay.
Make sure I get that back. End of the day, tomorrow.
We will get that, and then we'll call down here and make sure that they hand it off to you. All right. Okay. But I appreciate you being 100. Yeah. We're straight with you. I appreciate you being straight with us, man. So.
Yeah, man, help me out, bro. Like, get me out of here, dude. Yeah. Please.
So, please.
Please. I go see the judge.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hopefully they'll get you that letter.
For a second. What's that?
Y'all like me?
Yeah. Man, you've been honored with us the whole time.
Give me a reason to like that.
You think y'all gonna pop me or something? Y'all gonna like try to hit me?
I said you were 100 with us, so.
And we're gonna keep it the same with you.
Yeah, so I appreciate you being good with us. You weren't an asshole or nothing like that, so I appreciate that. When people are good with us, I try to be good with them.
What's y'all names? Just
Costco.
Costco.
Yep.
Gotta have somebody.
Psycho. Yep, all right, thank you.
Y'all stay blessed.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
In the next video, we're going to hear from the victim. We will not expose who she is or show her face, but we will hear her words. So make sure you subscribe, turn on that notification bell so that you get notified when the next one is released.
Talk good.